What's up, guys? It's Jacob here, and I'm basically here to talk about the Jasons from the Friday the 13th video game. Now, I like these Jasons, and the saddest thing is that I wish they could have added more Jasons to this game. So far, they have excuse me if I can't talk correctly. Anyway, they got part 2, part 3, part 4. Moving on. Part 6, Part 7, Part 8, and Part 9. Now, I'm going to talk about these Jasons individually and also what they should... I swear, every time I look at that Jason, it makes me... mad, upset, disgusted. Sorry for those of you who actually like that movie. But anyway, I'm going to talk about each of these Jasons and also what I wish they would have owned. I mean, who owns this game? Anyway, tell me in the comments below who owns this game. So that way, maybe they might see this video and maybe they could add more. I mean, so far all they got is just the emotes. I mean, yeah, I understand. I mean, some of the Jasons that I wish they could have added in this game, I wish they would have been on here, but sadly, no. So anyway, without further ado, let's talk about the Jasons. First one is Part 2. He looks just like his counterpart from the movie. I mean, seriously, he looks just like Jason from Part 2. Which I really like. I also like he has a pickaxe. I get how these people were trying to give these Jasons some, each of them their own weapons from the series. However, knowing that Jason just uses any weapon he can find, that's kind of debatable. But I'm really glad they gave him a pickaxe. And then let's talk about Part 3 Jason. He does look amazing. He looks just like his counterpart in the movie. And I do like that they give him an axe because that's basically what he used. Now bear in mind, it's been a while since I've seen Friday the 13th. So bear with me if I don't know much about it. But besides that, I really like him. Next is Part 4 Jason. I haven't unlocked him yet. He's really cool and he does look like his counterpart. Although if you guys can't see him, the little gunk on his eye on one side, I really don't know if that was in the movie. But that's really not a problem. Again, I like these Jasons. And then we have this. I am kind of upset, but I understand. He was in the Friday the 13th movies, and of course they had to add him in, because if they didn't, I'm sure a few fans who actually like that movie actually wanted to put him in this game. Ugh. I will admit, I do wish that they didn't add him in the game. Because for one of two reasons. One, he's not Jason. He's just a copycat who just kills teenagers because apparently one of them killed his son. One of them. Not all of them. One. And apparently he thinks he has to go on a killing spree just because of that. And the second reason is simply because they put him in saying Jason. But he's not Jason. He's a dang deputy that wants revenge on a teenager who killed his son. But of course they wanted to make him Jason. Let me move on before them people who own this game get onto my ass. Excuse my language. And then we have Part 6 Jason. He really does look good on his counterpart. The only problem is that I can barely see his one eye. In the movie he only has one eye. I get that they wanted to make sure that he does look menacing, but when you saw the other Jasons, you can at least see their eyes. And this one? I mean, in the movie, we did see his eye. His eye wasn't hidden. It was there. Not a real bad thing, but you can kind of see it when you play the game. And then, of course, we have Part 7. They really made him look good, but again, it's the eyes. I mean, he had eyes, people. It's not that hard to put eyes on a character. And I'm sure that there have been a little bit of mods or cheats where you can start the game without the mask, but I've only seen videos of that, and I have no idea how they did that. But, besides that, of his eyes not showing, he's really good. I love how they really put some good detail on showing his spine and bones and everything. Like he's really been in the water too long. And then we have my favorite Part 8 Jason. Again, I love all of these Jasons. Almost all of them. Yeah, I'm talking about you, Part 5. Anyway, Part 8 Jason looks astonishing. I even love that they actually added the where you can't even see his eyes. Now that is good for this Jason. But the other Jasons, kind of show their eyes, please. Just a little bit. This Jason actually looks apart. I really like him. I never got the ending of the movie, like after the acid just goes onto him. Not the little bucket of acid, but the whole water of acid. I don't get why he turns to a regular boy afterwards. But besides that, he does look very good and I like him. He's my favorite. But of course, I like all the Jasons from the movies, except for Part 5. Alright, let me move on. And of course, in my opinion, is the saddest one of all, Part 9 Jason. Why do I think he's the saddest? Because in the movie, people thought it was terrible. And of course, I will admit, I wish he was in the movie more. Sadly, he's only in the movie for 2 parts. Chasing a girl, but then ends up being shot and blown up. And at the end, trying to kill somebody, but of course, getting stabbed by a magical dagger. But overall, I really like how he looks. It really looks like his mask is strictly stuck onto his face. And without further ado, the final part of this. Wishing what could be done. Again, some of these Jason's eyes really do show. And I wish there were some changes. Sorry. If you don't know what that means, sorry, it means calm. Which is what I keep telling myself when I get mad. Anyway, besides that, the only problems that I see is I wish they could add more. And of course, I wish that they could put some of the eyes onto these Jasons. You can only see their eyes when their masks are took off. But besides that, they're very good Jasons. Unlike one, which I will not get into because I'm not going to get mad. And also, I wish they would have added both more counselors and more Jasons. For instance, Freddy vs. Jason. I wish they would have added that Jason into this game. They could have made him look more dirty. They could have made him look dirty and of course more bigger, but a little bit smaller than the other Jasons. And of course the 2009 remake of Jason. Now really, that's kind of a debate. Because basically, he starts out looking like the Jason that you see, wearing a snowy jacket coat thing. And of course, he has the traditional burlap sack on his head. But, they could have done it because he has a different face. Plus, he wears different clothes. And they could make it to where you could change his skin to where he has the mask. And they would make the mask look more thick, and they would cover his eyes. Well, yeah, cover his eyes. And make him look buffer and a little bit more streamed. And I wish they would have kept the Jason X. Now, they did release Jason X on one period, but of course that was only for one day, and after that it went away. So those people who were unlucky to get it really didn't have the chance to purchase Jason X. And also, if they had Jason X, I really would have liked if they could switch from Jason, in Jason X, he doesn't start off as Jason X. He starts off as his cool Jason looking. And he looks pretty cool. I wish they could have made it to where you could change the skin of of Jason X, looking from his traditional kind of look to Jason X, which I think would have been a cool idea. And that's basically it. That's all the stuff I wish they could add, and of course, take away. But besides that, Friday the 13th is really a cool game. And really, there's nothing much I wish they could take away or add besides my certain points. But besides that, I'm just glad that they made this game, and I'm actually glad that they, didn't mess up major things. A little bit of things, but nothing major. So anyway, I hope you guys liked this video. If you do, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And also don't forget to hit the little bell notification so that you guys can see all my videos that I post and new ones that I post like recent. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Ugh. Peace.